All right, good morning, guys, YouTube people, world, whoever, wherever. Welcome back to Half Fast 719. Yeah, it's the morning. It is the morning. Pretty beat and tired because, yeah, we had to move trucks 130 miles away and then go back to our cars and go back to a location. It's called a gang move. Anyway, so went from Fremont to Roseville. It's 130 miles. There, pick everybody up with their cars, come back and get another truck, get my car, drive back, and then go home. So 2 hours there, 2 hours back, 2 hours there, 7 hours home. So it's kind of pooped. But yeah, so got home last night, whatever you want to call it. And basically just crashed, went to sleep, tired, it's done, I was over it. Anyway, so woke up this morning, it's about 9 o'clock now. I had to pack an order for eBay. Somebody bought something off of the eBay. And then, I wanted to test something. So if you watched one of my videos, this is what I bought. It's a DC power supply. Test, measure, and inspect. It's 30 volts. It is not 1 amp. It is 5 amp. Anyway, I guess that could be the part number. USA KK0B191483. Anyway, I bought it on eBay, I think. Bought it so I could test parts, basically. Kid's truck. In order to test a crank position sensor, you have to add 3 volts. Anyway, got it set up. So my kid came home from work. He said that the voltage was a little low, on the low side. So I told him just to test it with the voltage meter, this multimeter. And I think I got this from Lowe's, I don't know, 10 or more years. But yeah, so he puts this on there and his truck is reading 18, 19 volts. And I was like, oh, dang, your battery's about to explode. Like, shut your truck off. And so I thought, because of the capacitors and everything that I did, I figured it blew something in the ECM and wasn't regulating the voltage. So I said, you know what, grab the cheap Harbor Freight one I got for free years ago. I said, throw that on there. This one was reading 13.75. I was like, that's weird. I was like, go test the battery that I got in the garage. He throws it on there. He says it's reading 15 or 16 volts. I was like, okay, something's wrong with this one. And then he threw this one on there. Said he was reading 12.75 volts. Anyway, so I got home or whatever this morning. Go to test this thing. I turn this little thingy on. This thing's pretty cool. So I have it 13.75 volts. And so I basically just hooked it up to this thing and it was reading 18 point something volts. Don't know why. I do know why. I'll get to that in a second. But anyway. So, went to volts, turn it on, so that's output 13.79 and 13.75, so pretty close, anyway, took the battery out, stuck a new battery in there, and now it's reading a close voltage. I had 13.75 on here, I was doing that, it was 18.9 volts. So if your thing has a battery, check your battery. It's kind of weird though. The cheap Harbor Freight one, it is way more accurate. probably because it's more simple and it's dumber. I guess you could say dumber. Anyway, but yeah, I'll just take it off. So that was 13.8 volts, and that's 13.75 volts coming out. So this one, same thing, so I'm 20 volts. And what's going on here? Oh, let me turn this off. Let me turn it back on. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, I read earlier it was 13.75. You can turn that to 14, and then you can turn it fine tuning. Anyway, it was at 13.75, which was weird. I hooked it up. Now it's not. Oh, maybe that was at 1 amp. Anyway, guys, yeah, so check your multimeters if it's got battery in them. Maybe there's a battery in here. I'm sure there's a battery in here. So maybe that battery's going bad. But, yeah. Anyway, shut it off. Anyway, that's why I got that. I got this to test electronic stuff. So, anyway, so I found out that it was a dead battery. And, yeah. So now this little tool I got, I can test parts and components and motors and other things. So, not sure I really wanted one, but, you know, you can test batteries. You can put voltage to batteries, to light bulbs, LEDs, all that fun stuff. But anyway, yeah, so that was the problem with that. And also purchased, some people like to cry about my steering wheel being crooked. I wouldn't say cry, but it's like I told them. Race car drivers don't look at this, they look at that. One England. Anyway, so my steering is off. I'm sure the alignment is off. You're supposed to have a 1/4 inch toe in. And I'm probably sitting... I'll get a good measurement, but I almost guarantee I'm probably about a 1/2 inch toe in or more. Because I can see it already. And then I can see that the steering is off. The steering is that way, too far. And this wheel, steering is that way too far. So, what I purchased were these little brackets. So, these little brackets, you take your front wheels off, and yeah, I don't know how it's going to work on this one. But, oh my gosh, my body's sore. But yeah, so basically what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get one of these little dolly carts. Oh, jeez. Man, my body is hurting. Oh, too much work. Probably going to get one of those little dolly carts for furniture, those little furniture mover deals. And I'm going to set that on one of those. This way the suspension can, you know, flare out like whoop. Because I have to jack the car up, take the wheels off. So when I jack it up, the wheels go down like this, brings the wheels in, and then I'm sure it toes out when the suspension is drooped. So I'll put it on one of those little carts, push on the car a couple times, and then I can do my measurements and get real good measurements. So we got that, and then I bought this little thingy right here to try to fix the frame. I did not know it was this big. Power stroke is loud. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know it was this big, so that, which is good. And basically, this is a 5-ton deal, and I'm just looking to basically crush it to make it flat. And I'm probably just gonna go along and kind of like a vise and pinch it. And if I have to pull it, I can hook something up here. And or here and pull it if I have to, but I don't think I will. And then I can stick all the skid plates on it. Oh, I do have to do an oil change because I did smell the oil. The oil still has some gas smell to it. And then I just got to do some tidy up things. Like this blue line, I'm going to change it for black. And then I'll have to zip tie those lines. And then I think one more line in there. I got a zip tie for the blow-off valve. Because this is the wastegate and that's the blow-off valve. So, and then I'll just go cruise the car. Not get in on it until the auto-tune fine-tunes it. And I'll probably get on it here and there. But anyway. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So that's what I got. And yeah. And then I'll be able to go drive the car. Anyway, yeah, I'm also all choked up because we are helping the local guys up there weld the railroad tracks. So yeah, that was fun. And grind and all that other stuff. So anyway, not sure if I'll do a video. I'll probably do a video once I get all the front end done. But I also have to change the oil in the wife's car. Change the oil in this and change the oil. Man, I'm dying. Change the oil in the truck. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go because I got a cough. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.